Hello, welcome to Sports Rant. We are in the middle of the NBA playoffs. So that's what I'm going to talk about. We actually just entered the first round of the playoffs. Um, Biggest stories of the first round were definitely the Spurs going in as the best record in the NBA and having a great season, even though they're all 100 years old. They were able to still pull it off and have that veteran quality team. But I think it's proof that you actually have to have some youth on your team as well because they entered the playoffs great and they ended up losing horribly to the Grizzlies. They only won 2 games, and to give them credit, the Grizzlies are pretty decent in these playoffs. I think they've always had some really good players. They weren't able to ever pull it off together and play as a team, and now they are. And it's evident that they do have some talent because they beat the Spurs in 5 games, 6 games, sorry, and then they went the start of the second round and they beat the Thunder in Oklahoma City, which is a pretty big win. They actually lost last night to the Thunder, but I think that's a great series. I think it's overlooked a little bit. If you looked at it on paper and said the Grizzlies versus the Thunder, I think you'd say, oh, the Thunder are totally going to win. Might not be the case. I think eventually the Thunder will win, but I think it's going to be a really good series. The Lakers in round one, not a whole lot of pop. They won and they're able to pull it off, but it wasn't a dominant series by any means. And now you could say, it doesn't have to be dominant. They won. I know you Laker fans out there. You always have excuses. So hopefully that switch that you talk about is going to be flipped sometime. But they lost to the Mavericks a couple nights ago. They're going to play again tonight. Now they lost in the last few seconds. Really, it was the last minute. Pau Gasol personally took it upon him to lose the game for them. 2 completely airheaded plays where he just blatantly fouled Nowitzki and then turned it over with like 15 seconds left in the game. And Kobe had a last second shot to try to win it, but they lost. So I think tonight's going to be really interesting to see if the Lakers can turn it around. The Bulls are playing the Hawks right now in the second round. Last night, it was a really good game, and I think that's going to be a really, really good series. I think that's one of the more intriguing series of this round because I think I think the Bulls will win, but it could go either way. And the Heat right now are up 2-0 to the Celtics, and I don't think anyone saw that coming as much as it did. Given it was in Miami both games, maybe the Celtics are a little too old. Maybe they're pulling a Spurs second round here, where they're just too old and they're getting tired. Maybe, I don't know. It started really aggressive. The first game between them were really aggressive. Paul Pierce got thrown out. Second game not nearly as aggressive, but definitely a lot more explosive as far as LeBron James had a couple huge dunks. And I think the Heat overall, not only are they have more energy, I think they have more chemistry right now, which is interesting because this is their first year together, the 3 major players in Bosh, Wade, and LeBron James. And this is like the 4th year for the Celtics to have this major 3 players. It's kind of funny. It's 3 All-Stars versus 3 All-Stars, and it's 3 old All-Stars versus 3 young All-Stars, and the young All-Stars are working them. It was a very exciting game if you are a Heat fan last night because the Heat were dominant. The game was really close most of the game, but when it came down to it, when the Heat needed a basket, no problem. And I think that's how the rest of the series is going to be. I think the Heat are going to walk away with this and shock a lot of people, especially up in Boston. Wow, what just happened? And I think really think that's what's going to happen. Um, Ultimately, my predictions for this series, I think the Lakers will pull it off. I think that the Thunder will pull it off. I think that's going to be a great series, though. And I think that the Bulls will pull it off, and the Heat are going to probably walk away with it. I wouldn't be surprised if it was a sweep. I'll give Boston a game. Up in Boston, they'll probably win one, maybe two. It's kind of up in the air right now because no one, I think, saw this coming as much as it is. So, unless you're a Heat fan, you probably said they're going to sweep everything. But so interesting times right now in the NBA. Blake Griffin was just given the Rookie of the Year. Derrick Rose was just given the MVP. Lamar Odom was given the Sixth Man of the Year. And I think I said Jamal Crawford was going to get it a couple videos ago. I had my predictions. It was the middle of the season, and Lamar Odom got it, and Dwight Howard got Defensive Player of the Year. So I think I was only one off. I just realized that, and it'll pat me in the back. I don't know. So those are the awards for this year, and I think that it will be a really good second round. We're just starting, just getting the second games in today. Yesterday and today were the second games, and we'll see what happens. So continue watching, and I'll keep posting videos. All right.